afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my page and welcome to my live interview series of the journey to the top with Ethel. And today is my episode 34. And if you are watching us live, say hi and let us know where you're coming from. And if you're going to watch this video later on, just drop me a message and I'll get back to you. So if you are new to this, if this is your first time seeing this series, this is all about my online community where I bring in some of my business partners globally so they can share their story why they started their own online business. So, if you haven't met, my name is Adele, and I am a mentor and also a successful digital business owner. So, I run business part time. I still have work in the healthcare industry. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome my special guest all the way from Dubai. And I'll let her introduce herself and tell us something about her. And let's all welcome Darl. How are
Hello.
you?
Hi, Ethel. Good morning, good evening.
Good afternoon here in my end.
Good afternoon.
Good
Okay, it's good
evening
eve.
sa'yo, di ba?
It's evening here in Dubai. It's
Yeah.
10:05 Wednesday evening.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Tell us something about you. Sino si Darl before itong online business na ito?
Okay, so Darl is an overseas Filipino worker who is living and working in Dubai. I have been here for more than 15 years,
Wow.
and I have been working as an HR professional in one of the multinational companies here. And like many OFWs who I know who are in Dubai, we used to say, I'll stay in Dubai for 2 years, one contract. We go back home to Philippines
Yeah.
and continue life in Philippines. But again, for most of us, we ended up staying contract after contract after contract.
So
And
you don't have like a chance to become a citizen in there?
there is, unlike Canada, there is no citizenship that's
Ooh.
open to expatriates unless you are part of the special category, which is that you are in the ranks of, like, let's say, um, highly skilled workers like scientists
Wow.
and probably astronauts, or that industry. So
That's good
that
to
is
know.
open.
Mhm.
But I think the to stay in the country, one must have a sponsor. In my case, my company is my sponsor, and I've been blessed to be given, the chance to live here and have my contract renewed and have the immigration approve the renewal. So I've been here for more than 15 years,
So
and I'm
what's
also a mother.
yeah. So what's your job in there? You
So
said
I
you're an HR, right?
I am yeah
Yeah,
I'm in human resources
yeah, and you said
department. Yeah.
you've been there for 15 years. So why? I know a senior human resources specialist is making a lot of money, right? So why did you decide to start your own online business?
See, when you make income, um, well, I don't know whether I'm making a lot of money from my job. um, with it comes the expenses, right? And I have an 11-year-old son, and I'm not
Mhm.
getting any younger. I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
And it started actually in 2018 when I was into deep thought, and I was basically doing some introspection on what else can I do with my life, because there is no citizenship here,
Mm-mm.
and sooner or later I'll go back to the Philippines or maybe move to another country if that, either way I cannot stay here for a long time. I
Mm-mm.
mean, unless if I don't have a job, I cannot stay here. um what made me decide was I don't see myself working for our corporate organization until I retire by 65. And I often experience this because as an HR professional, I have a role in handing out termination letters or retirement letters to employees.
Yeah.
And whenever I am handed that task for the day, it's never easy for me to see employees being terminated for one reason or the other, mostly disciplinary cases. And even our retirees, we normally provide our retirees an advance notice of 1 year that by next year um, you are eligible to retire. Whenever I Even if they do have a 1 year notice to retire, 101% for all those cases I've handled, they're not ready. They're not ready. And it speaks so much to me because I don't want to be that person when I'm handed my retirement letter. I want to be the person who I can retire on my own terms,
Mm-hmm.
um, live on my own terms, and definitely I don't want to be that employee who gets terminated involuntarily.
Right.
So the good thing about my situation is I have a full time job, and I'm also a digital business owner because I'm working for the future. I mean, what better way to start doing it while you're still stable in being an employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So rather than be desperate to go into business because you don't have anything else anymore. So
Totoo.
that's how I think.
So yeah, I can totally relate sa'yo kasi yung sinabi mo na you can parang hindi mo nakikita yung sarili mo na ganun ang trabaho mo until you retire. So
Mm,
in my case, na ano ko din yan, that's why I look for a solution. Because I came here as a nanny and I told myself I'm not going to be a nanny for the rest of my life. When
yeah.
I went to school and took up my medical office assistant course, and I've been there since then. That is over 10 years. I said, I don't picture myself like 65-year-old sitting behind the desk, right? And there should be something out there that we can do before that and live our life on our own terms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why online?
Why online? See, I found the business last year when I was
Mhm.
working from home and everybody was on quarantine.
Yeah.
So I would say there was a silver lining for me when I was on quarantine, when we were all isolated at home and doing our working from home, because I was able to do a lot of things. Number one, I was able to do my blog, and in the
Oh,
process of
you're
doing my
blogging too.
yes, I do have another URL that holds all my blog. I started that last year, and in the process of doing that, I saw the ad for the business, and see, every day there are more than half of the population of the world are on the internet,
I know.
and
Especially
we
what's
post.
going on, right?
Exactly. People are working from home. Some people are unfortunately don't have any jobs right now.
Mhm.
So tendency they work from home, they find something online. And for me it was a matter of, I post on Facebook, I post on Instagram. What better way to leverage what I have already
Totoo.
than do an online business, leveraging all these social media platforms, and that was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's for me as well. I said, like you said, we're already using the social media platform, right? And it's very flexible and it's portable. You can bring it anywhere.
Bring it anywhere.
So
Uh,
when you started, did you struggle at some point in the beginning? What are your pains and what are your struggles in the beginning when you started this business?
well, I don't. really call them struggles. I don't think I ever felt that I was struggling because I
Mm-hmm.
was so ready for it.
Yeah.
I was so ready for it mentally, physically, and the only thing that I had to manage was my time, because
Mm-hmm.
aside from doing a 40-hour a week job, now I have to incorporate the digital business into my schedule. And because I wanted it so much, I see the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to manage my time very well so that I can have maybe during the early times I was doing like 2-3 hours every night to follow through on the training,
Yeah.
and I would wake up early in the morning to continue,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would attend the Zoom calls that our smaller teams have,
Yeah.
and that was it. I mean, it was just a matter of managing my time. And see, what the experiences I have is actually like complementary with the full-time job, because this business has given me a lot of positive things. um, it has opened me to the rest of the world. I mean, if I only had my job, I would see the same people every day.
Yeah.
I would interact with them every day, go back home, do my personal things.
Yeah.
But with this business, look, I'm talking to you, you're from Canada. I'm part of a smaller group from all over the world. I have in the group we have people from the states, people from Canada, people from Greece. So my world has really opened up, and it has made me realize that there is nothing impossible if you put your heart and mind to it, and it's just
Totoo.
a matter of knowing your greater motivation, what motivates you and what's your why.
Right. Yeah.
And the good thing about this, the people in the community are very helpful. They are very helpful. I mean, if
Yeah.
I have a question, there's always someone who replies back, because it's a global community. So someone is
Mm.
bound to be awake.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. You said there's a lot of group there. We also have a group of 50 plus people, right? So
Yeah,
a lot of people are afraid to start this business because they thought, oh, I'm on my late 50s, or I'm too old to do that. But we have like 60 plus grandma in our community
that's
that
true.
that's
That's true.
rocking the business. It doesn't
That's
need
very
to be
true.
like, meron naman siyang mga tulong sa grandparents, grandkids niya, right?
Grandkids, yeah.
Yeah,
The better resource that you can pull are your grandchildren, because they
totoo.
know the technology better than we do. Like, I'm 50 years old, and we don't know everything, right? I mean, we just have to take it one day at a time and uncover things, because if your mindset is to wait that you know everything, that will never happen. Nobody's perfect.
Totoo.
Nobody's perfect in this business. No matter how, like, no matter how long you have been in the business, you don't know everything,
Yeah, totoo.
because technology is very dynamic, right?
Mhm. We learn every day. Sabi nga ni Jack Ma, right? Sabi niya,
Mm.
when you're at the age of 50s, you need to work with younger generation to learn with them,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right?
very true,
Yeah. So,
very true.
what did this business done to you so far? Ano yung
It
magandang bagay na naibigay na nitong business sa'yo? Aside from, of course, we're getting extra money, right?
You know what? We had a meeting, a group meeting last night and
Mhm,
Tuesday. No, that was Sunday, because we have two meetings a week,
mhm.
and one of my digital business partners just put it so um fitting. She has a description for it, and I would like to borrow Christine's statement. I have it here. She said, "This is a business that develops yourself with great compensation package." So it's self development with a great compensation package. And why self
Yeah.
development? Because we are taught to have a growth mindset.
Mhm.
We are taught to be to open up our vulnerabilities so that we can explore ourselves further. And it's so different. It's so opposite when you're in a corporate structure, in a corporate world, because those vulnerabilities you need to hide when you are in a corporate world, because
That's true.
otherwise your colleagues will see it as a weakness, and you're not fit for anything because you're weak.
Yeah.
You're weak because
Totoo.
you are showing a vulnerability. But in our digital business, we are encouraged to do that, because that's the only way to grow, by knowing yourself. And by knowing yourself, you're able to, like, help other people. And that in itself has really helped me complement it with my job, because I become more self-confident, and I don't anymore stress out on the small stuff because I know better.
Yeah.
And other thing is going on go live and being seeing my face on camera. I never used to do this.
The same here. It's me too. Like, it's really nerve wracking when you start when you want to do that go live and you haven't done that since your lifetime, right? So
Yeah.
when you start, it's really nakaka-nervyos talaga. Because a lot of
Oh.
people sometimes they are afraid because they see us like this. They see us in the online. We're doing a go live, and one of that reason as well that I see na ayaw nila kasi gagawin ko yung ginagawa mo, mag-go live ako. Oh, hindi ko kaya yun. So you don't need to do this go
Yeah.
live yet, right? Like Darl said, as you go along, you can improve yourself
Mm.
because dahil nga marami tayo ditong nag-help to each other, nagtutulungan, and we bring out something different sa ating sarili pag dito sa business. Dito ko rin natutunan, like yung sabi mo na uh, improving myself. Hindi ko din alam, like thinking alone na nandun ako, mag-go live ako, hindi ko kaya. Parang ganun ang
Uh-huh.
isip ko dati. So my mindset changed dahil dito sa business at dahil na rin sa tulong ng community. Kasi lahat,
Very good. Yeah.
we are all like-minded and we push each other to become a better version of ourselves, right?
And correct me if I'm wrong, Ethel. What made us push ourselves to do go lives was because of the support of the community, because we do it together.
Totoo. You're right.
Because if it was just you, or just you doing it, chances are you're going to lose focus and lose the determination.
Yeah.
But because everybody's doing it, and
Mm.
I think what I have found out is we are afraid to do it because of what people think. Like, we may appear like fat in the camera, or you stumble on your
Very
words.
very conscious sa ating
Very
sarili. Yeah.
self-conscious. And then, but then you come to think of it, so what, right? Like, if
Totoo.
they have different opinions than you, that's just being them, and we're just being us.
Totoo. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we bring out that individuality,
Mm-mm.
because in the billions of people in this world, somehow a percentage of that will resonate with you. So I
Totoo.
think that has given me that kind of strength, that
Mm-mm.
I don't get bothered anymore by what other people say, because at
Ganyan
the end
din
of the day,
dati.
it's, we're doing this for our family, right?
Yeah. Ang sa akin dati kasi, baka anong sabihin sa akin ng mga friends ko, gano'n, 'di ba? Pero as I do this business, sabi ko sa sarili ko, sino bang magbibigay sa akin? Hindi naman nila ako bibigyan ng money to buy food, right? So what? Tulad nga ng sabi mo, sila yun eh. It's their opinion, right?
Yeah. And
So,
they're right with their opinions, but
mm,
you're right because it's your opinion. There's no right or wrong because it's your opinion, right? But
totoo.
we also have to take care of ourselves,
Mm-mm.
because if
Yeah.
we keep on looking for other people's approval, then
Mm.
you're doing a disservice to yourself.
Yeah, totoo yan. Well, thank you. That's a really good insight. Let's see who's watching us. Merlita from Ontario
Ontario.
for
Hi, Merlita.
watching. Marisa, good afternoon.
Marisa.
I think she's in US. Dolores, good morning, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Last question, because I have a fun question for you at the end. What advice can you give our viewers for those of you, for those who are gonna watching and who's gonna watch this video that are skeptical? They're interested, but they're skeptical, and they don't know if this is gonna work for them or what. What advice can you give them?
Okay. So, my advice would be do your own due diligence. If you have that gut feel that you want to do more from your life and you're stuck, you feel that you're stuck, it's your gut feel that's pushing you to explore further. And it's basically I would equate that to fear. There's somehow an element of fear in that, why they are sitting on the fence, because they're afraid because they don't have enough information. And if you get stuck on that fear zone, then you get stuck. But the way to decrease your fear is to increase your curiosity. Be curious about the business. Be curious about the things that you are grabbing your attention. So if something is grabbing your attention, dig deeper, find more information so you are more knowledgeable to make a decision whether it's for you or not. Whether it's our digital business community or whether just going after your dreams or whatever you have in your bucket list, explore, increase your curiosity about certain, that thing that you're passionate about. Because as long as you explore more information, you will find out that your fear is gonna decrease, and sooner or later you're gonna find yourself, jumping into it.
Mhm.
And again, just remember, you don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. So
Totoo.
you just have to wet your feet
Mhm.
one step at a time, do what you can for the day, as
Mhm.
long as you are guided by your passion and you're doing it with a purpose.
Yes, yes, amazing. Thank you for the good insight. So yeah, I just wanna add that a little bit. Like you said, your curiosity. Take that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with you that take the curiosity. Kasi wala na kung curious ka kung hindi ka naman maggagawa ng paraan, di ba?
Correct,
Oo,
correct.
at saka wala din naman, wala na sa panahon ngayon, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, wala nang kasiguruhan ang ating mga trabaho. Hindi mo alam, we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, right?
Mm,
It's always good to have a plan B, and it doesn't matter if you're going to be in our business. Just look, if this is your passion, great, we'll happy to work with you. But if it's not, look for something that plan B that can supplement you, just in case, right? Any
yeah,
plan B, whatever your passion is, right? Doesn't matter if you're going to be with us or not. So
that's true.
that's my piece as well. Thank you for that. So now let's go to our fun question. So would you rather text or call?
I would call.
Call? Yeah. So it's easier, right? Instead of texting like that.
Yeah, and I often do that. Sometimes I just don't want to do this. I just pick up the phone and call.
Yeah, me too. And sometimes at work, because nowadays at work, in the evolution of technology also affects the in the office. Before, always call, right? Ngayon, meron nang pwede mo nang i-text yung doctor, like yung doctor na employer mo kung merong urgent, pwede mo na siyang
Mm,
I'd rather call for me. I'd rather call.
yeah.
So by plane or by train?
Oh, by train.
By train?
You know why? You know why? Because I have a bucket list that uh,
That
that
you want?
I want to do, to travel by train from country to country.
Me too. I have that one too. You have to come here to do that by train.
Well, one day I will
Yeah,
definitely do that. I have so many contacts in Canada now, and even
yeah,
my in my group, it's just expanding for me.
yeah. So, what music do you listen to?
Are there options, or I can just?
No, just kahit ano,
Oh,
ano yung
um,
ano
you
mo?
know, right now, because I have different. Depends on my
Your
moment.
mood?
Yeah. Sometimes I go back to 70s. Sometimes I do classic. I cannot pinpoint any one music. I go back to 70s. I listen to Mozart, and today I was listening to there. I subscribe to Relax Daily in YouTube. He does piano,
Mm-hmm.
and you can watch him. He does it like uh, it's not a still picture, but you see him playing the piano. So
Mm-hmm.
it's more of an instrumental piano relaxing
Yeah.
tool for me these days.
I guess when we grow old, our choice of music changes, right?
Yeah,
I
you
agree
cannot
with
pinpoint
that. Me too.
anything.
But
If you
I always listen to country. That's what I
mm,
love too. Yeah.
and I still dance to Dancing Queen.
Yeah. Oh, you love dancing too. So, what is Darl's comfort food?
Chocolate,
Really?
dark chocolate.
Okay, now I know. When we meet, I'm gonna bring you dark chocolate.
Yeah,
Last question before we end. What is Darl's retirement view? Is it overlooking the ocean, overlooking the lake, or on top of the mountain?
overlooking the ocean or a
In-
lake
yes,
in
yeah.
an island.
In an island. Wow.
Yeah,
I can imagine now. Let's go to Palawan or Boracay.
Pa-
There is
Barak.
there is an island there in the Philippines. Yung di ko pa alam parang ang mahal daw yun eh.
Mm.
Have you gone to
Which part?
uh north south? I don't know. I nakikita ko lang sa
Oh,
Facebook.
because if you're familiar with Samal Island, which is in Davao, it's one of the places that I'd like to be in, because it's still you still go there by ferry. There's still no bridge, but life is still simple there.
Yeah. Just like Siargao, I guess Siargao.
Siargao, yeah,
Yeah.
Siargao,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Darl. It's really amazing. Salamat sa time.
Maraming salamat po, Ethel, and it's nice meeting you. And
Nice
thank you
meeting
for
you.
giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you too. Bye. So for
Bye.
everyone still watching, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you get some inspiration and follow me again on Saturday. Let's go to um, Calgary. We're going to interview another business owner who is a truck driver. Can you imagine that? So yeah, so believing in yourself is the first secret to success. Bye for now.